Hey, welcome everyone. I'm going to be doing a abstract painting here as soon as I can get logged in here. Here I am. I'm going to be doing so I'll be doing some abstract and with glaze and colors and stuff like that. I got the chat room right here so I can see it. Got some different colors. These are just regular colors. I figured I can, if I need like a weird color, I can mix it with blue, yellow, or red. Uh, Try and create uh, some, odd colors. Since I'm putting glaze in the paint, uh, you don't really need very expensive paint. The glaze is going to really punch up the color. Plus, the glaze kind of like washes it down, makes it translucent. So this is soft bodied acrylic. They have these basic colors. They're just basic colors. There's like just red, yellow, and blue. And sap green. That's it. They don't have Alzarian crimson. Just basic primary yellow, primary blue. But we'll see what kind of. I do have some better yellow down here though. I thought I'd use a soft-bodied acrylic because I'm going to be mixing glaze in it. And I think it'll mix a little better than heavy-bodied acrylic. I think I got enough colors down here. I wasn't really wanting to use too many colors. I want to create an abstract painting, just maybe using just a few colors, but we'll see what happens. I got enough. I just bought some more canvas, so I'll be painting for the rest of the night. I'll run to the bank after this, and let's get started. I'm going to put my black up there first. I call it abstract, although I'm going to create a few faces in here. So I still call it abstract because the way I do it. So I'm going to put a face out front here. Hopefully I want it to be more of a female face, I'm hoping. And I'm going to make it look kind of abstract type. I like to use a knife because I can't draw very well, so I can actually work as knife better than a pencil, so let's do an abstract face here. Uh, and you'll see how I do the painting here in a second. Once I get all my stuff in here. I'm not sure what I'm gonna make right now. Just kind of. I just knew I wanted a face out front here, so there we go. All right, the one face. I'm gonna put some back here in the back. Not as big, but looks like there's some people in the background. What makes it look cool is the glaze. We'll do like a long nose on this one. I'm getting black paint everywhere. All right, there's our painting so far. All right, I think that's enough. That's enough stuff up there. I always add a little more black later for shading under the eyes like this. But once the paint's in, all right. I'm going to try and get this to dry a little faster by taking my knife across the black. I really want the paint to be dry before I start putting color up there. It just makes it easier, but it also is a good technique to blend some black with the color. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. How's it going, Nikki, Tristan, Franz fries? This is acrylic with I'm using some glazing medium, so it goes on translucent. See, you can see the black shows up underneath it. The black specks there that dried. But I want to make it work is I want to be able to go over the black so it doesn't smear. See? It's all acrylic. You could do this in oil if you want. You'd have to use linseed oil. All right. So I'm thinking of doing like a grayish background, like in between all the faces. This is just glaze. This is just black that I put a lot of glaze in, and it kind of gets translucent, so you can make it look like it's gray. So I think I'm going to do dark all in the faces are all going to have color. If you get a little black in, okay, you can just burn it in to the color. You could keep working your paint till it, gets dried. Keep blending it so you get it to the where you want it. Because I'm going to put more colors on top of all these colors. Then it changes, it changes them more. It's going to be cool. Like I'll probably add blue and purple to this area, and it's going to create more different colors in there. Look at that yellow. See how it works over the black once it dries? It won't mess your black up. So I'm already getting done. Yeah. Give this a try. I think you'll like it. I've been trying to come up with like an abstract idea for a long time because I don't like pouring paint. I could never. I wanted to use my brushes. I didn't want to use like a knife or anything, or a sponge. I know if you just sponge color on here and dab it, you could make some cool abstract, but seems to work for me. And then I got glaze on my palette, and the colors are all getting filled with glaze right now. The glaze is what makes it translucent, so if you don't use glaze, you're not going to be able to get this effect. You have to use a lot of water, and then the water would kill your colors. When it dried, it wouldn't look too good with water. When this glaze dries, the paint is nice and bright. Like, this is the cheapest paint you can buy, but it's gonna look like $1 million. This looks kind of like a lion. I'm gonna make that yellow and orange. This kind of looks like some kind of lion. Get too much black. It's too wet. Still. Go up here. Let's try some turquoise. And then if you want, just like, I'll grab some yellow and it'll change the turquoise to a different green, see? Yeah, if you do this, you'll have a lot of fun because you can really mix the colors. Even after you're done, I can still layer that with more glaze on top. It's really gonna make a... Let's try taking this color, it's green. I'll put a little bit underneath his eyes here and see what happens. Let's put blue on his chin. And we'll try and change this color just a bit down here. Maybe this part here where the shadow would be. Look at that. Turned it to a nice purple. See that? It's really fun. I just barely came up with this style like 2 days ago. I'm going to make this thing all different yellows because I think people are going to think that looks like a lion as well. I'll make that a little darker. Oops. think the eyes gray. Looking good. Thanks for watching, guys. If you're a new subscriber, thank you. Not bad, huh? So the next one I do, I'm going to make sure, I think I'm going to wait till it's totally dry, all the black. But it'll end up looking different though, because it actually looks good. Black kind of mixes in a little bit. So I'm kind of up in the air about that. I don't know which one. I'm going to try some blue up here. And then it's going to be time for some, we can add some white in here now. Some highlights. I did all that with one brush, okay? Same brush. And let's put a few highlights in here. I think I can use orange on a lion here. So you could also, what I'm going to do after I go to the bank, I'm going to do flowers. You could do anything. I'm just doing faces because they look a little more unique. Having people like to look this kind of stuff, you know. Let me give you a front shot. I didn't even do a short on this yet. This doesn't look like a human face here to me. Actually, like a baboo, like a monkey. Thanks for all the likes, guys. Wow, 10 likes. Now this is as far as I got on this technique. You could, start throwing things on top, like different colors if you want more layers, but I haven't done it yet. I did put a window on one, and it looked pretty cool. But then I painted it out. You have to go to my channel and look at it. But because there's no red in here, like say we want to put some red here, you can either just like paint it in or make it translucent. I'll just try, where would red be good in here? Maybe on his cheek here. Just, I wouldn't use too much red. But you could start throwing other colors on now. That didn't have any glaze in it. Even though I'm like placing the color where I want it, it still looks abstract to me. Create an ear over there. Really cool. Let me look in the chat here. That girl's still in here. All right. Hey, Popper. Thank you. Have a good day. Hi, Barbara. Picasso. Thank you, guys. Yeah, this technique would work also if you use like the faces like Picasso used. It would work good for this technique. Now I take black again and I'll add some more stuff in here over the top, see? So it looks a little more abstract. Not too much, just you could also use other colors. And you can scum it. Scum some black over it really lightly to create a shadow in there maybe. We'll try some white up here. All right, that looks pretty decent. How long did I work on this? 32 minutes? I mean, there's still more that could be done, but I'm gonna leave it at that because I gotta run to the bank real quick. But I'm off for the rest of the day. I don't have to go to band practice, so I'm gonna be painting probably till I go to bed. The next thing I want to do is just abstract stuff in there, no faces, just lines and circles and thanks for watching, everyone. If you're a new subscriber, I appreciate it. But I also want to do one where it's just maybe two colors. You don't have to use, every color on the palette. And I want to do some that are real dark. I mean, there's so much you can do with this style.